Well, how about that? Why not? Morning, everyone. I do like early starts, and we should do more of those again. Did someone say nanomachines? No! No one said nanomachines.
Cool,
Not a
everybody.
soul.
I'm here.
Not a soul. Morning, Sea Star. We are Woo. Tyler, elusive man. Good to see you. Long time. Good to see you all. Good morning. Good afternoon, and happy nanomachines.
Message for you, Commander.
I don't know
Just
what
came
I'm getting
over
us
a secure
into.
channel.
Yeah, Sea Star, thank you. Good start. No, that's a good start. Thank you very much. Didn't you just do that the other day? This is awesome. Thank you. You rock. Ah. You're getting us into a giant pile of awesome. So part of how this came to be, and I'll keep it real short, is near. If it hadn't been for Nier, I don't think we would be here today. Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance. Does this unit have a soul? Well, Legion does. I'm not sure about Raiden. Where is Shepard? I have a score to settle. Good question. We're gonna start on normal. Can you change it even midway through? I am keeping it in the back of my mind that I may have to turn it down to easy. It sort of depends on how things go. We're gonna play this in one day. We were gonna play it yesterday and today. Yesterday was a dark day that I did not on which I did not want to play the game. Didn't want pretend violence on a day with too much real violence. I don't want to dwell on it, but I suppose there's some hypocrisy in that because doesn't every day out there somewhere. But here we are. We go off together to have a good time. We go off into our fantasy worlds. It's an important part of my life, and maybe for some of you too. And that's where we're going today. I've seen this. I've seen most of it. But I've seen it in bits and pieces. I've never watched it all the way through. I've never played it, so this is going to be new for me. So we can't call it blind. Tips and suggestions are welcome, even encouraged. This game has a very unique control scheme. I'm a little concerned. So help me through it. Play tutorial, hell yeah. And yeah. Tom Petty. Yesterday, too. Okay. I don't want to dismiss, but I also don't want to dwell. Well, thank you for yesterday. Took yesterday off to process what was going on, and today we're off. The shit's gonna hit the fan, alright? Alright? The shit's gonna hit the fan. Rules of nature and all that. Brother, welcome. Play tutorial. Motherfucking yeah. You better tell me how to play.
Well, let's begin with a quick warm-up, shall we? Check the Soliton radar on the upper right and head to the point marked on the display. You can jump over obstacles, but the ninja run will get you across them more quickly and easily.
And jump at the ninja run will get you there more quickly. Go ninja, go! What's the run? Okay, ninja run is with the trigger. Alright. Yeah. Oh, slide was automatic. That was sort of automatic. That was automatic. That was automatic.
You can also attack while in motion with the ninja run, you know.
No, I
Swinging
don't know.
your blade while dashing, for example, or striking your foes with a sliding attack.
Couldn't we just stick with the ninja run for a couple minutes? That was enough. Okay, ninja run. Dash attack. That's... Oh, slide. If you play this tutorial, you're gonna have to play the twin snakes indeed. So, it says dash attack. It just means because I'm running. That's all it means by dash. Easy enough to miss. You're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see a lot of air. If you're expecting 500 hit combos, you're in the wrong place. Cannon machine, son. Can I just leave any time? I think I can, huh? They're just giving me as much as I want to cut up. Yeah, that doesn't look safe. That's
Patching it through.
cut right across my arm. Claire, hello. Thank you for the host. Welcome. Starting up.
Now,
Ready.
let's run a basic battle diagnostic. Try and neutralize all the enemies that appear. String light and strong hits together to perform combination attacks.
Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Cocaine's a hell of a
Combat is
drug.
not all offense, however. You also need to protect yourself. First, follow the direction of the enemy's attack. Parry those attacks by executing light attacks of your own in the same direction.
Yeah,
How you
right.
parry. It is the keystone of your defense.
In the same direction. Light attack in the same direction as. Stick in the direction of an enemy attack.
Draw foes in as close as possible and parry their blows to leave them exposed to counterattack.
I need
From
an
your
adult.
perspective, it will appear as if the enemy is frozen in time, or at least moving very slowly.
That was left trigger.
Perfect opportunity for you to carefully aim your strike, then slice your foe apart.
There'd be some great.
Keep in mind, even you will not
Great
be
time
able
for
to
some
parry
fourth wall
every
breaking.
type of attack. Watch your foe's movements carefully.
Hey, City. Not an effective parry at all. He was exploding. I told you this was awesome. You did. You did.
Years. We've come so far in just 3 short years.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, security can mean many things.
There's a saying I like. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister.
What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on.
Clear the road! This is official state business! I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
Leopard 1, U-turn. Turning back.
Who was that?
A cyborg.
One of our competitors?
Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Who's?
XF comes up unaffiliated.
Colgate smile.
By all
Nice.
checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
We are going to die.
Stay calm.
Feel free to explain what the hell's going on at any point. I've seen this before, and I just have a I barely follow.
He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden,
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister.
Nice hooves. Hoverboard. Those boards don't work on water unless you've got power.
Let's get this over with.
Alright, so how do I do the bullet time thing again if it wasn't left? Oh, it is or isn't left trigger? How do I slice downwards?
Raiden, you'll need to choose between light and heavy strikes to
Yes,
match
yes.
the situation.
I'm gonna need a few other things too. Okay, blade mode. Oh, that's alright. Now that's left stick. This has worked better in the tutorial. Can I have a longer tutorial, please?
Stay on your target.
I need like a controlled setting to play with that blade mode. Okay, hold on.
To replenish your own supply.
Wait, okay, right stick for moving the blade in blade mode. Free blade mode, okay. Now the environment's destructible.
Get back there, ASAP.
With
I'll
that,
add the limo to your solid down radar.
alright, no, can I beat up this car for a minute and practice? So So, blade move, right? Horizontal slice. Free blade mode, okay. Turn to face the car here. This is pinwheel. Alright. Amazing how many slices these guys can take. Alright. Let me see. Ninja run. Slides. Slides. Jumps. Can I, alright, so you can be in the air, blade mode, running, jump, air, blade mode, alright, well, that's enough for now. Too much learning, not good for you. So where's my visual indication that someone's about to die and I can stop attacking them? When they sparkle and short out? Does everybody do that? Those guys are harder than a car. They are, right? And if that's what the blade does to a car, they're hardy as fuck.
What are you doing, Ryder? Get to that limo.
Alright, so they drop loot. Sometimes.
It's on the other side of that barricade.
I am parrying. You just go over it or slide under it, or what do you have in mind, Raiden? I can tear this down maybe? They drop loot eventually. All will be explained. Alright. Ray. Your game starts with Ray.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead. Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
4 years after
This
MGS4.
is your answer. Don't do it!
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still useful. So long.
Cheers.
So what the fuck?
Right. Take out that UMG and get that. Catch that missile before it blows.
What missile? Did you say catch it? Catch, catch the missile. Sorry, what now?
Use blade mode to damage its armor. Use your ninja run to deflect those shots.
Use what mode to deflect the shots?
They swapped out the hydraulic cutter for a
Okay,
blade
that was
jab.
bad. Use what mode to
Use
deflect the
ninja run to
shots?
that plasma.
Ninja run to deflect shots. To avoid or deflect? Seems like it's more of an avoidance. I don't imagine I have any way I can actually heal. Actually, get up. There we go. A little higher. Hunger! Welcome! Let's move over to another. Whoa! Another leg. Come on. I feel like I should be able to get some upwards mobility. I'm not doing it. Do I have a better way to get up in the air? Besides when it takes me up in the air? Or I'm not triggering that, am I? It's taking me up there. Come on, Ray! Oh! Hey, Denso, what's up? Seriously, how do I get up in the air? Take me up! Put me in, coach! Uh-oh. Oh! No, no, no!
Delay, Frank.
No!
Go for delay.
That's what I'm doing! Move in! Go for the legs! What did you do, Ray?
Now, Ray. Bring it down.
Working on it! Oh!
Stop that plane.
Stop what? Might be spamming the blade mode a bit much. I believe it. You know, Kojima's famous for fourth wall breaking in his games, and this is just Kojima Productions game. It's not really a Kojima game. I would like some of that fourth wall breaking. Some say, Raiden, you need to push the LT button to accomplish the following task. That's how you... Alright, there we go. I know you were waiting for it, Densa. Unleash your rules of nature. Wide open.
Хорошо. Very good. But do not rest easy just yet, huh?
Says Bill Wright, combat rank C. We made it. We
Side
passed.
of that collapsed building. Go. Careful, Ryden. Keep that up and the whole building could collapse. Look for another way.
Kill it before it stands up again.
There. Get him.
Yeah, he was waiting for us, huh? I want to be up in the air. All right, get back up
Use
there.
your ninja ram to move over obstacles automatically.
Yeah, how about up walls and back up there where he is? Or I just get the ground because I didn't start up there. Go, go, go!
Do not let him out of your sight. You must catch him.
So, I can't slide under that. I can cut it up. Gotta remember what I'm capable of. Come on, Raiden! Entrobot knows. Put Entrobot in control. He speaks the language. Another ray. Not be surprised.
There you cheat.
It's the one's
still
designed to
works.
be. It's the same one? But I only took his arm off? What the shit? I want to get out of the way. Can't. Yeah, I tried to slide under it. Oh man, those beep meeps. Yeah, well, they had a good reason to always be near death. Kurisushan. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Now I can get some life back. So we go right back to beep beep.
There you cheat. It still works.
Danakrisa, thank you for the follow. Get over it, under it, block it somehow. I can block it. Alright, it's on the ground. Maybe I can start to break the armor around the main weapon if it gets stuck in the ground like that.
Use blade mode to take down those heavy missiles.
Yes. Think that's gonna help? Maybe? Might help. No! Can I... Sort of. How'd he get his health back? I might have a repair function. Okay. I know I'm asking more questions than I'm reading the answers to. Working on it! Uh-oh! On your feet, soldier! Yeah, I'm holding, but he's not here. What do you... Why would you tell me to do it there? You cannot move while lying down. Yeah, well, I'm still overusing blade mode, but I think I'm getting a little more comfortable with it, which in the long run will help. Eventually. Because I'm trying to become more comfortable with it. We're gonna need it. Hey, Procyon. Uh-oh. Keeps going over there, so I should have seen that coming. How does blade mode damage relate to strong attacks? Yeah, stand where they launch the missiles. Don't wait for them to come out, so you can counter. Is the damage less than a strong attack, for example? Wasn't close enough, right? I have to stop him, maybe interrupt him before he does that? Stunned? This is the graceful way to do that. Yes, you can cut them down. There's too many of them! Do not use blade mode for your standard attacks. Okay, we'll work on it. Basically what Wu was saying. That was my takeaway. So even here, I can slice up the missiles. Shouldn't be trying to use blade mode. So except, every once in a while the game is suggesting I use it. Like now. Should that be the only time I use it? Alright, that broke some of his armor, didn't it? That's not good.
What happened? What is going on?
Raiden's dead!
Answer me!
Dead!
Damn it!
The demon has no mercy, brother. Last swig of coffee here. It's all good. Alright.
That damn new cheat. It still works?
Works better than Raiden. Alright, let's not overuse blade mode. Let's interrupt this fucker when he's doing that. Can't do it? Is there a way to avoid that? Jump over, slide under. All I'm doing so far with that is panic. But it seemed like I might be able to interrupt him. getting up in his mouth, maybe?
Use blade mode to take down those heavy missiles.
Oh, get cocky, kid. That's giving me life back. Okay, very good. It's so chaotic. I'm not seeing as many pieces of the fight very quickly as I'd like to. It's really pretty fine. This is awesome. I'm learning, however slowly.
Finish that bastard off!
Would you just take them all out? I'm fucking riding missiles? I don't remember that. Goddamn right you're riding missiles! And that's what they call a checkpoint. Roll tape! Come on. Reorient my brain. Oh my god. Shit. I'm trying to form more neural connections right now, really quickly. Ones I didn't have 60 seconds ago. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, learn to swim. Learn to swim.
The hell? Damn it!
He's headed for the front of the train. After him.
He was basically doing the ninja run during that scene without holding a button. I started holding buttons, pressing buttons. They just wanted me to steer.
Prime Minister!
Too little too late. won't be needing my little shield here any longer. Stop! What about all the good things war has done for us? Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose?
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening.
Mind if I got in?
All we're saying, give war a chance!
No!
No! Maybe.
Out of my way! He's all yours, Sam!
Platinum Games. Platinum Games, everyone. Let's go. Bling bling. Okay.
Now, don't be shy.
I gotta sides the stuns. Harry. I want him to come at me so I can get a little parry practice, because I'm gonna need a shitload of it.
Self-taught. And not half bad.
I don't know if I can react that quick to directions of oncoming attacks and then precisely respond in kind. We'll see. Can you do that? Can you do that?
Your technique? Lack
Talk to me. Accidentally triggering blade mode out of left trigger game habits when I'm not actually trying to trigger blade mode much of the time. I'm trying to get out of the habit of holding the trigger down.
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose.
What?
It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back.
Not the best spot. Why not?
My sword is a tool of justice.
Just a flesh wound.
Not again.
Again. Really? He has that much flesh and bone in him still?
Are you all right? You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
Where does he go? Where are you gonna go? What the fuck?
Do you want to practice first?
I think we're dead. No, we're already dead. Let's not pretend.
This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over.
Something tells me it's just getting started.
Lucky devil.
What, are you allergic to the sun? Shadow Trigger! Hello!
Kept you waiting, huh? Down you go! Flares!
Flare? Who uses flares? So surprised that they had some form of countermeasure. Combat rank D. Ah, that sounds right. Okay, all good. 8 kills, longest combo, scratch. Meaning what? Didn't achieve a combo or don't have the tools for it yet. Anyways, probably best if I don't worry too much about it. Chapter combat ranks. Flares are unfair, okay? Status closed.
How is it, Ryder?
So far, so good. I've got a clean visual.
A direct feed to your optic nerve. Yes, I should hope so, huh? I mean, how does it feel? To fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich.
Damien,
Just relax
Hyderpedia,
and
Elena,
enjoy the ride.
Elenia, thank you for the follows. Welcome aboard.
Can you hear me, Raiko?
Doctor,
Remember the 2 procedures to maintain your new body. 1. Seizing nano repair units from your foes. And 2.
absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
Cut everything.
I was planning on
Yes.
that anyway.
I was planning on that
And
anyway.
their left hands, if you please.
What?
Excuse me?
The combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Had the wall come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out and closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Title said 3 mics out.
Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brainjacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement, LLC.
Imani's killers.
If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname. I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry.
Ready for insertion.
Raiden, you landed safely, huh? First, head in.
You're a mess.
The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on codec if you have questions.
So we have a codec? Yes. Boris, Kevin, Courtney, Doctor.
Control, it's Raiden. I'm on the ground.
Copy, Raiden. Glad to hear it. Entering on foot was the right move. That craft isn't equipped with stealth camo. Or octo camo, obviously, since that would be useless in midair.
And we wouldn't want to get your pricey new jet damaged, now would we?
Duh. The MQ-133C was not cheap, Tovarich. Now, keep alert. According to intel, you could find significant cyborg deployment here. If you were to be cornered by an entire squad, it might get difficult, even for you.
Understood. Some fighting will be necessary, though. I've got electrolytes to replenish.
This is not an infiltration mission. There is no need to hide or avoid combat outright, huh? Just do not get reckless. Stay safe, and stay focused on your mission.
Alright, so we'll repair. Cutting things open, collecting loot.
Looks like a war zone out here.
The palace cleared out quick when Dolzaev's men showed up. The streets got pretty hot after that. We're definitely gonna see a few civilian casualties here. Luckily, it looks like most of them got out of the city before things got bad. They've basically got control of the entire town, and are using the refinery as their HQ.
And that's why we're hitting the plant.
Keep in mind, those cyborgs are contractors. For most of these guys, this is just a job. In theory, once you eliminate their commanding officer, they should scatter pretty quickly.
Commanding officers.
How we doing, Courtney?
You're looking good on our end. GPS and audio-visual feed coming in fine. Energy consumption? Check. Damage levels? Check. Blood pressure, brain waves, blood sugar? Check, check, check.
Shirt
Call this
unbuttoned.
monitoring
Check,
equipment, I got
check,
a better view than if
check.
I was standing right next to you. Anyway, I'll be saving all your data automatically anytime something important happens in the field. But contact me anytime you want a manual save.
Copy that. Good to hear that hasn't changed with this new body.
Yep, the basic system's exactly the same. So, did you want to save?
Sure, why not?
And save complete. Simple, huh?
Copy. And glad to hear you're okay after Africa. That ambush was no joke.
Tell me about it. 3 armored vehicles should have been plenty for that job. And it would have been against any typical guerrilla force.
I keep asking myself, where would an anti-Imani faction get the cash to hire cyborgs?
It just doesn't add up. Maybe there's some intel I missed. A lead I should have followed up on. Maybe if I reacted faster, or coordinated better. I don't know.
You can't think that way, Courtney. Not in this business. You did everything you could. Put it behind you and move on.
Did Raiden start smoking? There's
Thanks.
quality to his voice now.
Raiden, shall we review the capabilities of your new body?
Copy that. Go ahead, Doc.
As we discussed, you've been outfitted with 2 revolutionary new abilities.
Fuel electrolyte absorption and self-repair from seized nanopaste.
Precisely. First, electrolyte absorption. This is simplicity itself. As your HF blade is linked directly to your fuel cells, simply cut into any source of electrolytes. Say, a hostile cyborg made up of CNT muscle fiber. And your fuel cells will recharge on their own. Rather elegant, wouldn't you say?
I would indeed. It's been great so far.
But the repair process is a bit more involved. A bit more messy, you might say. Most military cyborg models store a cache of biotic self-repair nanopaste in their lower abdomen.
So I need to slice them open and use Zandatsu to extract it. Cut and take, in other words.
Correct. Once extracted, you need only to crush this unit in your hand to absorb the repairing agent inside. Keep in mind, it is extremely delicate. If the unit should hit the ground, some paste will surely leak out. It will still repair your body, but less so than if you can retrieve it directly before your foe falls over.
Basically, harvest their organs before their body can even hit the ground.
Rather gruesome, I realize. But then you Americans enjoy a bit of gore, don't you?
I may be a citizen, but I've never really thought of myself as American.
Oh? Well, yes, I suppose I could understand that given your history. But what then? Surely you don't identify as a Liberian.
No,
I don't
librarian.
identify with anyone. No nation, no ethnic group. I'm my own man. Anyway, I seem to recall those gory torture porn movies were pretty popular in Germany, too.
How did we get there?
Indeed. These splatter films are big in Germany, Russia, Japan, everywhere. Well, everywhere except regions afflicted by actual warfare. It all has to do with taming our fears, you know?
Huh?
The desire
Next
to
subject.
feel fear, to taste death, but from a safe distance. These films allow the viewer to delude themselves into thinking they have overcome their fears. This...
Okay, Doc. I got the gist.
Move on. Come on now.
Let's save the full psych lecture for some other time, though, huh?
Doc likes torture porn. Got it. Let's go. So, give me a little feedback, if you would, please, on basic mechanics. The FC, secondary bar, what burns it. Basic idea seems to be we will replenish through killing. Alright, simple enough. What's the split? What gets used for what? Some of it replenished automatically while fighting, and some of it is the actual drops. As we go, it may just naturally make more sense. If you feel like sharing a little bit, tips are welcome, encouraged. Not an infiltration mission, but don't get careless, Raiden. Wasn't this version of the game also released with all the content? Do we have skins? Want to play around with that? Avoid doing that during the story. Make things weird. Have anything besides the codec here? Just the map. And all right.
The bastards are using stealth camo to ambush you. Nice try, But it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh? To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
So what was that, sudden quick time prompt? When they're on the offensive, quick barrage to parry. But I wasn't actually... I saw the grenade at the last second. I wasn't actually using anything directional to parry. Waiting for them to come in here.
Parry at just the right moment to deflect an attack and expose your enemy to counterattack.
So how important is directional blocking if you can just do a flurry of quick attacks to parry? Depend on the enemy you're fighting? Or do you have to do directional blocking?
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb. What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah, they still don't even count PMCs in official death tolls. With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood. Easy there, Dracula. Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn. It's a bit cold, Raiden. Even for you. Anyway, his school. Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
Something about the strap across his eye bugs me. Anyone else? It's like in the Thief remake, where its cowl, or the way it sits up to his chin, like a scarf. Just once in a while, like a single design element on a character will just, why did they do that?
Right,
Boris.
this is Boris. Give me your status.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolzaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a Desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
Can't we just change the skin on the fly, or is that a... That's with the game. Graphics options, probably not under there. Key config map captions. No. Spend time. Maybe. Where do you set the skin? On the main menu? What else? Refinery along the coast. You're gonna find stuff in boxes. Go to destroy boxes. What did they ever do to me, right?
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind.
Flank or approach from behind. Even though it's not stealth, is there any kind of crouch? Maybe not. Approach from behind. If I had kept the chain up, if I had started with the chain and kept the chain up, maybe he would have died without alerting.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Try not to cut them to pieces. Was there a stealth takedown prompt with that first example? Oh shit, rocket launcher. Grenades. Grenades. Okay, care to share? How do I use grenades? Alert 30 seconds. Uh-oh. Explosions are a nice touch. Go higher? No. About windows and things. Can you hippity hop riding? No? Okay. I can cut through stuff like this though, yeah? Or not? Wonder about wall runs. Are there wall runs? Glass beneath my feet. BP! Doors, yes, no, jump. Rooftops, no, okay. You can cut some open, but it definitely can't cut this. Okay. Or go over it, slide under it. How's your falling damage not an issue? FC low. Did that go down when he fell? So far, I think the slide attacks are my favorite basic attack. The way he kicks him is sick. Move from the grenade, man. figured out how to use grenades. I need to be looking for... There's gotta be some way to counter. I saw a couple prompts. It might have been from the... If only Tun was possible in this game. Why wouldn't it be? Gotta get it queued up at the right place. That was such a brilliant moment. You know, they'd probably practiced and planned it. Maybe they'd even done it before. I just loved it. Alright, so, getting my health back up. What's a good way to get my health back up in a situation like this? 'Cause I'm not seeing the drops. Or is it because of the attacks I'm doing that I'm not seeing the drops? Okay, he's charging and...
What's wrong? Come on, buddy, answer me.
Alright, let me see. Parry. After a good parry, get a blade mode trigger. If you do the QTE right, you'll heal yourself. Alright. That sounds good. Parry after good parry. You get a blade mode trigger. Can I parry that leg? Can I parry that kick, or you just parry anything? I'm gonna have a... The learning curve is, it's gonna be a large part of the day. So bear with me. So that was a... Yeah, I don't know what triggered that, but that time I didn't miss the very brief opening trigger for that. The B. Alright, now he's... No, Ryan. Notice his... he's lit up. What's with the... I missed that one. What's with the highlight on his head unit? I just need to get more responsive to some of these quick time triggers so I can get into this mode. Something like that. Forgot about that. When you do enough damage to enemies, they will be blue. Then you can use blade mode on that enemy.
For refinery.
Okay. All right. Change sub-weapon. Ooh. Recovery. Could have recovery items, huh? Electrolyte pack. Kimberly! Hey, welcome. How you doing? Sub-weapon, grenades. Hold to equip. You really want me to throw it? Game? You just making a suggestion. I didn't get healed up. Meep meep. So if I want to use the recovery item from here, can I just use it? I just want to use it. Any idea how to actually use the recovery item? Oh, you don't have any. 1 of 5. What was the 1 of 5 then? Let's go back. So grenade, 1 of 5. It looks like I have a grenade. And over here it says electrolyte pack, 1 of 5. I see where it says none under recovery, but that's the next one down. It looks like I have a recovery item. Oh, that's electrolytes, not life. What are the blade mode thing? That's what I was trying to understand. All right. That bar's for blade mode. Electrolytes to recharge that for blade mode. Okay. Blade mode uses the blue bar. Thank you. Oh, there's the sub-weapon. Rocket-propelled grenade. Get RPGs in this, not just swords? I knew there were a few weapons, but damn. What about this guy? Do we actually have a stealth takedown? Yeah. Okay, it is a thing. Kick his extra rocket. Didn't look particularly effective. I'm not recognizing different types of loot yet. I want to go back up there just to see what was on the ground. Something that was dropped up there. Probably not what I'm looking for. And it's gone. Just gotta take him out. Alright. Let's see how the grenades. Nope, no. Just throw it in your face. That's how I do it. Well, always how I throw grenades. I don't know about you. Aborting my attacks when I see an incoming attack like the leg, so I can move. Don't quite have a feel for that yet. Move! So I see he's weakened, and I can cut him up with the blade mode. Yeah? Yeah! Alright. Move!
What's wrong?
No, just...
Come on, buddy, answer me. Raiden? Raiden!
It's just the moment of stealth in there. Alright, I'm starting to get a feel for it.
Very good, Raiden. Now, keep heading for
good.
refinery.
Very good. Maybe will probably come over here and spot me, but I want to pass over to the other side and just try to take out the others. Never mind.
Message coming in.
Wanted to see if it'd be possible. Hey, Jamster! How goes, man? Welcome. Some weapon. Move, Raiden. Missed the quick time prompt. Would have been pretty nice right there. Move! Yeah. Move! Nice try. RPG! Move! Damn.
Raiden, respond! Raiden!
Feel like your company's computer guy. Move!
Very good, Raiden. Now, keep heading for refinery.
I'm not gonna try to sneak up on all these guys. I'm gonna put a RPG right up his arse. Let's take the one guy first. One guy. Take the one guy. It already looks too fast-paced for you. It's pretty fast-paced for me. But I'm feeling committed. And by that, I mean insane. Just lock on or anything? I've been missing a lot of those, and if I could get a little better at catching those triggers, I think that'll go a long way too. Who was weakened? One of these was weakened. Now if I get up in the air, I can trigger blade mode. But move! Insane, committed, same thing. That's what I'm saying. Alright, this didn't go well. Right, I think you're dead.
What? Raiden?
Did they make me QTE my own death there, or did I imagine that? Okay, you're dead. But before you can finish dying, push this button really quick.
Now, keep heading for refinery.
Maybe in the middle of the fight. Oh, it sort of, that was just electrolytes. BP, hollow chip. Visually, the loot so far just blurs together. It's just little random things on the ground. Why do they sound like cows? Because they're made with cow parts. They are actually made with cow parts. Move! Jeez, Ryder. My evasion is depressing. Where are the boundaries of this fight zone, too? Up! Up and at them. Oh, there's another RPG. Move! When I decide I want to get out, and when I succeed in boarding an attack sequence and getting out, yeah, not really, come on. There's no time to reload, man. Move! Jesus, man.
They've erected an electromagnetic
I'm gonna
Maybe
move.
expecting UG or cyborg attacks, huh?
Come on, cut him up. Just in a few more pieces, please, and then move. So why is he still, why is he glowing like I could cut him up with blade mode? He's not really.
What's happening? Raiden? Raiden!
Oh, man. You should be able to cut him. Yeah. Thought so.
Very good, Raiden. Now, keep heading for refinery.
Gonna be tough to learn how to heal. Which again, you were saying parry. Properly timed parry triggers a QTE, which results in healing after the attack. So I've got to start parrying. You may have answered before. Can I parry that leg? Can I actually do that? Really short prompt. And not likely to be any health in this because it's just not where it comes from. Or will that occasionally... Yeah, there's repair. Okay, so I can potentially loot.
They've erected an electromagnetic barricade. Maybe expecting UG or cyborg
Move.
attacks, huh?
I'm going to use that right away. I just kind of wanted it ready. Get no wounds! It's a heavy attack. I don't. What do you mean, Colonel? It's a heavy attack, so it doesn't look like it. Yes, you can parry the leg. All the attacks that are highlighted with red can be parried. Thank you for that. All the attacks that are highlighted with red. Raiden! DBA Bob! Welcome. Oh. Howdy, King Bob. Also, when you see the Asian letter, use blade mode. Okay. Try to parry when you see highlighted red attacks. And parrying might be directional or it might just be spamming quick attacks. Depending, right? Okay. And blade mode when we see the Asian characters. Sure, you know.
Very good,
nature.
Raiden. Now, keep heading for refinery.
Enemies are blue, you can use blade mode and cut them. That did work a couple times, and then I don't know why I wasn't able to make it work a couple times. You wondered, right? Why wasn't it working? Me too. But I may just have been out of range, swinging wildly, not connecting. totally possible. User error and nothing else. Get them together. Waste of an opening attack when it's stunned. Wham wham. Yes, I did the tutorial. It was really short. What I could use is some of that old school Kojima fourth wall breaking where they tell you in the middle of the game, push this button. Reminder of what you need to do when you're not doing it. Thanks. Thanks for the salt in the wound. I'm guessing you didn't do the tutorial. No, I fucking did the tutorial, man. I just suck.
This can't be happening. Raiden? Raiden! Very good, Raiden. Now,
No,
keep
stop
heading
saying
for
very good and
Revengeance.
we'll get along just fine. Perfect. Fucking perfect! I'll take it. Yeah, you know what the tutorial said about parrying? It said move the left stick in the direction of your attacker and make a quick attack. That's how you parry. And then at another point, saying just push quick attack a whole bunch of times. Anyways, I don't want to get into complaining about the controls. It's fine. I'm just not good at it. Haven't learned it yet. And yes, I did the tutorial. But I'm also totally overwhelmed as we've established. There are reasons I don't play hack and slash games, but I had so much fun with Nier. Had to give Platinum another go. Always meant to play this one day.
They have erected an electromagnetic barrier.
Okay, I want to use that. Not that. That.
Maybe
Use.
expecting
Use.
Yuji
No,
or
no, no, it was
cyber
on there.
attack,
There we
huh?
go. Okay. At least I managed a parried in there somewhere. Wasn't a very good parry, but it was a parry of that leg. Okay, now he's blue. Let's get in there and cut him up. Wrong one got in front of me right as I was going to do that. Can't quite see where I'm going. Now, a lot of people have said things about the camera in this game. I see what they mean. I'm trying to get used to it. Everything's easier than it seems when you know how to do that. Anything you do well, you talk to someone, you watch someone who doesn't know how to do it, you think, you know, it's really easy. It's actually easy. I get that with computers a lot.
No! No!
Try to explain things to people. I go, it's really very simple. Try not to rub it in that it's simple for me and difficult for someone
Very
else.
good, Raiden.
But we
Now,
sure get the
keep
flip
heading
side
for
of it
Revengeance.
here a lot. There's always someone on that side of the camera, or a lot of someone's, who know how simple something is. But that's because you know how to do it. Few dozen things I run into in my day-to-day life, and computer job. I wish I could explain how simple they are to people. But I've come to accept that things are not universally simple or complicated.
They have erected an electromagnetic barricade. Maybe expecting UG or cyborg attacks, huh?
No, I was not trying to go into blade mode there. Just trying to work on a effective parry. Cat, good to see you. We also learn things in different ways. We can learn things in very similar ways. Many people learn better one way or another. Think about that. We'll get there. But
very good, Raiden. Now keep heading for refinery.
But Densa, I think the way you described it makes for a good example, sort of a good counter example. When you say that you suck at explaining things, but you're good at showing how to do things, I don't think something like this, for my particular brain, I don't think it would matter if I had someone holding a controller on screen. I don't think any description coupled with watching someone play this, I don't think it's possible to substitute for the way my brain needs to learn this for the doing, for the learning through the doing. I don't think it could be told. I don't think anyone could demonstrate playing this properly and might come away with it knowing how to play it properly. Because that's not how I learn things. Well, that's what I'm saying. We learn things differently. You're saying that if someone shows you, you can copy that. And that works for you. And in some cases, that worked for me too. Not in something like this. Not where it's eye-hand coordination, muscle memory, it's many factors. Simpika, hello. Simpika says hi, Jay, and everyone. Hi back. Being ragdolled. I hate being ragdolled. I hate being ragdolled. I hate being ragdolled. I hate fucking being ragdolled. Ragdoll this motherfucker.
They have erected an electromagnetic barricade. Maybe expecting UG or cyborg attacks, huh?
What you shouldn't do, Densa, is expect of other people what you experience yourself in terms of learning, progression. Holding people to your own personal standards and experiences is a recipe for disappointment and,
This can't be happening.
you know, frustration all around. We don't all learn the same way.
Very good, Ryder.
When you tell someone
Now,
how easy it
headed
is,
for refinery.
well, nobody likes being told something they're struggling with is easy. Champs, you're reading too much into it. You're reading too much into it. Just running my mouth. Yay, repair. Okay, we're gonna keep that handy. Confirm, but not use. Okay, just keep it. But I'm still not clear on the button to trigger a healing item. Does anyone know offhand? Especially if it's Mom. Oh, it doubled that, yeah. Yeah, that. This guy doesn't start pathing this way until we come over there, and then he does. Very artificial. Alright. So just in case you wanted to stealth kill him, he trolls you by waiting until you move in his direction and then he comes your way. Then he goes back the other way, huh? Yeah, double messages do happen on Twitch sometimes. Wouldn't be the first time. But we don't need to kill them, huh? If I want to get that other healing item and take it with me, I could. In theory, we can just move on. Let's do that. Gotten some fighting experience here. I've learned a few things. Thank you for the help. And Dense being able to parry things that are flashing in red, that is good to know. I can focus on some of that.
Near your position.
I'll work on getting better.
From the frequency, most likely an enemy data terminal. Check it out. We may be able to salvage some intel.
New VR mission added. You can play this mission. I don't want to play the mission, but I will hop in on the codec. Let's check in.
The stealth craft made it back to Sochi all right?
Da. Safe and sound. No repairs necessary. Some routine maintenance and she will be as good as new.
Good to hear. I'm guessing that thing doesn't come cheap.
Well, an old Soviet army friend gave me discount. He runs a PMC specializing in airborne warfare.
An Air Force for hire? That's a new one.
Ever since SOP, Merc started to fill more and more regular combat duties. SOP ended, but the trend did not. Most every modern military relies on PMC support in one way or another.
Good news for Maverick, I suppose. Anyway, that's quite the little jet your friend has. I was expecting a lot of turbulence coming in that low, but she was smooth as silk. Didn't feel like I was a bird exactly, but probably the next best thing.
The MQ-133C uses a brand new type of active adjustment control system. Sensors on the plane take readings 120 times a second, and to be honest, I don't know how it works.
But the crew chief tells me this is what keeps her flying so steady. It is all state-of-the-art technology. There are only 3 of them in the entire world. Even the RQ-133 spy plane she is based on is only 2 years old. It is fitted specially for Cyborg, so maybe demand is a bit low now, but I think that will change soon, eh?
It's funny. Its guts are all bleeding edge, but from the outside, it looks almost retro.
Until recently, stealth aircraft design was focused on radar-absorbing materials and improving aerodynamics. But lately, engineers are trying to use the shape of the craft to do more than improve gas mileage. Maneuverability is a low priority. This kind of plane is not meant for dogfighting, after all.
And we can afford all this? I hate to ask, but will we clear a profit on this op?
You need not worry about such things. But yes, we should be fine. Where the proper equipment can make or break a mission, we should have the best. That miss with the anti-air missile last month was a painful reminder of this lesson.
Ah, yeah. I see what you mean.
Okay. Let's hit a couple more codec calls, and we're actually going to take our first break here. We started early, so we've been going about 2 hours. We would normally be starting the stream right around now. This is good. We've had a warm-up. Learned a little bit of how to play. Don't lean on blade mode so much, Jay. Okay, so don't lean on blade mode so much. That was one of the first things. I was holding down the left trigger. I'm trying to untrain my brain and the muscles there. Don't lean on the left trigger. Times to lean on the left trigger and go into blade mode is when something is flashing blue. An enemy is be cut to pieces at that point. If we're seeing agent characters popping on screen, certainly quick time events trigger in the middle of battle for different reasons, a successful parry, damage thresholds, maybe other things. We're getting prompts to hit B or hit Y and B, but they trigger a sequence. Usually if you miss that, you just carry on. But if you catch that, it triggers a sequence of damaging events, cutscenes. Yeah, codec calls.
Kev,
where haven't
let's
we
go
heard
over
those
everything
lately?
we have on Desperado.
Roger that. Let's see here. Desperado Enforcement LLC. Registered in the U.S., Delaware.
Makes sense. The U.S. doesn't regulate PMCs too closely.
Looks like almost all of their actual business is handled outside the States, though. Says here their financials are handled by a separate company based in St. Kitts and Nevis.
The preferred tax haven of megacorps everywhere.
Probably why they incorporated in Delaware in the first place. Loose tax laws. Funneling it all through the Caribbean must help with the money laundering, though. There's still a lot we don't know about them, but they've definitely been starting a lot of fires lately. They're a PMC in name only. What a name it is. Guess War Profiteers Incorporated was taken. But that's their business. In a nutshell, target war-torn nations on the road to peace. Reignite conflicts, and walk off with all the cash that was earmarked for reconstruction. They also have ties to the drug trade, human trafficking.
Sounds like a real class act.
Ryden, you need to save?
Sure, why not? But you might have more to say. Anything else to say?
Roger that. Save complete.
I wanted to follow up on our talk earlier about the stress that comes with the job. PMC work can be traumatic, even for non-combatants. If the pressure ever gets to be too much, have one of the ex-military there take over. Just...
I'm not doing that, Ryden. PMCs wield massive influence over international affairs. Abolishing SOP didn't change that. They need a better understanding of what they're mixed up in. The laws, politics, local cultures. Ex-military aren't here to provide that. They can't. We need civilian voices like mine here, too.
You're right. Just take care of yourself.
Don't worry. Africa was more than enough excitement for one lifetime. It's a good thing that limo was armored.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd now be the world's clumsiest cyborg.
Hey! Cyborg Courtney could have been your partner. I might have saved your ass.
How? By spilling coffee all over the enemy?
Oh, come on. I'm not that... Oh, son of a...
Please tell me that was a joke.
Last time we called the doctor, he was talking about torture porn. I'm afraid to call him again.
So these self-repair units in the other cyborgs, they mean they can heal themselves at any time?
Indeed. It is typically a slow process, not much faster than a regular human body heals a wound.
And you didn't think it was a good idea to give me one of these things?
Certainly not. We removed all extraneous options in your case to maximize power and speed, you know.
Healing wounds is extraneous?
Your ability to absorb the nanopaste agent is far more efficient, Raiden. With it, your wounds heal almost instantly.
I know, but...
And a standard repair unit, once depleted, is nothing but an empty shell inside you. Dead weight.
I get that, Doc, but it also means I need to constantly be grabbing them out of enemies.
No, it doesn't. Don't be silly. Simply avoid taking damage and you will be fine.
Yeah, simple.
I see some people in chat who wish we could go back to the days before Phantom Pain was released and it was just a series of awesome trailers that people could drool over. I still love that game. I'm not saying the story wasn't mangled, a botched job, but the game itself was so much fun to play. That was the first game after beginning to stream games on Twitch where all my game playing was on Twitch. That was the first game after beginning to play games here and exclusively here that I just had to go off stream after playing a game here and play it again. This is... So... There have been a few games like that since then, but Phantom Pain's gameplay is just exceptional. So much fun to play. We'll play it again one day. I don't know what our next Metal Gear will be after this. Break time. We started early today, so give me a break. Go take a break. Go stretch your legs, smoke them if you got them. And I'll see you back here in a few. Stay tuned.